YouTube, it's your boy Zamba. Welcome back to another banger. So happy new month to the Lion FS gang community, and I welcome you all to February. Now in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys the simple strategy, very simple strategy that you can use to make your first $1,000 or even more, or depending on how much you want to make for your first time. So if you're new to this channel, and of course you already have a goal for the year, you want to become a successful trader, do way to like, comment, and subscribe, like, for real. I'm telling you, subscribe to this channel, because except you don't want to be successful, but of course you want to be successful, so do way to subscribe. All right, now let's go on to the video. Now what you're going to do first is you need to understand, you can go ahead and check for the higher time frame bias, right? Your normal way of analysis. But guess what, with this indicator, it will simplify everything for you. And first things first, it's gonna be on the 1 minute time frame. So meaning it's on the time frame that you want to trade from, which is the 1 minute time frame, right? So what you're gonna do is tap in on this indicator icon, and you go to B Williams. Don't go to anywhere, just go to B Williams, right? And search for the alligator indicator. Now look for this, just put your the values. If you change them before, you can insert these values or screenshot and click on done. All right, now this is kind of it look okay, it's simple, right? You can, let's go to the beginning of the day. Let me show you guys something. All right, let's go. So this is the beginning of the day, right? The market open. So now you might wonder, okay, once it's it's above the alligator, the green alligator, you buy, and if it's below the green alligator, you sell. But that is the wrong way of doing it, because if you look closely, there are times where it will go up and you will lose, and there are times where it will go down and you will also lose. Something like this, you would have taken a loss here, right? And let me show you another example where you would have taken that loss. Here as well, you will take a loss here too. Okay, you will take a loss here. But with this rule-based system, you can trade this with higher accuracy compared to your regular buying when it's above and selling when it's below. So pay close attention. The first rule is you want to make sure your indicator is set right. So don't try to put in a different value. Make sure it's this value, this particular value that we inserted initially. Look at everything correctly. All right, now that's the first step. The second step is to check for the indicator pattern. And what is the pattern that you need? The pattern before the move happens. So I'm going to do this before the day. All right, I'm going to do this before that previous before the current day, which is today. I will start my analysis from here. Okay, now before the move happen, you want to see a rejection candlestick or an engulfing candlestick. That is what you want to see. Those are the two patterns that you really need to see for this particular strategy. Okay, now when there is an engulfing candle, you wait for the market to break above that level. So if you see an engulfing candle, you mark the engulfing candle like this, from the entire body down to the lowest body or the lowest wick, right? And then you wait for price to, once price, listen, this is what you need to do. Once price breaks above this level, you consider buying. But you can, it's two types of entry: the aggressive entry and the conservative entry. Now the aggressive entry is when the moment it breaks above this level, wait for it to break above the green line, and guess what, you buy. Put your stop loss right below, or you can, let's say you want to put a smaller stop loss, it's okay, it's all based on your risk, and you target the highest point, and just like that. You get my point. Now That's for the aggressive entry. The conservative entry is you wait for the market to break the blue line. Okay, so the aggressive entry is to wait for the market to break the green line, and the conservative entry is to wait for the market to break the blue line. The aggressive entry is you want to make as much profit as possible, while the conservative is you want to secure capital and mind your risk. Like, you want to be like, your risk should be 100%. Like, you want to secure everything as much as possible. You get my point? Now let's move on to the second type of pattern. Now this pattern right here is the engulfing, right? As you guys can see, it's the engulfing, and guess what? The market really did very well. So we won that trade, right? We won that trade. So I just removed that. Then okay, let me just mark it out. So I will mark this out, and then we'll keep on back testing together, even for testing. Okay, so now look at this. Let's come to this place. Now there are a lot of there are a lot of irregularities right now in the market. The market is not on its regular movement, right? So looking at this, remember your market condition is very, very vital. Looking at this alone, it's you need a breakthrough. You can simply sell. For me, I will sell, but the moment the market is misbehaving, I will consider waiting for a better option. But this is the right time you can even take that trade, which is the engulfing. We are still in the first pattern. Don't get it twisted. We are still in the first pattern right here. So this is our candlestick of our candle analysis right here. So this is the particular candlestick I'm trying to take my entry from. So we'll draw from the beginning down to the end, right? And put my stop loss above that level and put my TP right there. As you guys can see, the market hit TP, which is very nice. We can also take our trade from here. Now there is a second rule. That's why you need to watch this video and pay close attention. Very, very important. The second rule, remember, the first rule is to make sure your indicator is right, and the second rule is to follow the pattern, right, which is the weak rejection and the candlestick, the engulfing candlestick pattern, right? And you can take your entry above the green line or above the blue line, right? If it's a buy, and if it's a sell, it's below the green line and below the blue line. Now for the other rule, I don't know the number of rules right now, but just write it down or take a notepad or anything, write them down. Now the next rule is don't let the engulfing candle break the green line or the blue line before entry. Don't. It should happen before the green line, or it should happen before the green line. That is the main rule. This rule, you need to put it in mind. Very, very important. That's why I will not take the trade here. As you guys can see, I will not take this trade here because of this whole thing, right? Now let's move on. You see, this is the reason why I took this trade. Now you know the reason why I would have taken this trade here with this strategy. Okay, now let's go. Now you look at this. This is a very, very nice one. I'm not gonna go too much. I don't want the video to be too long. You can go and backtest yourself, but I'm trying to just make everything cool. You look at that, right? You put your stop loss right below, and guess what? Boom. Look at how the market flew. Now let's just go straight to the current market, right? Okay, the market has moved fast, which is crazy, which is very, very good. No problem. But guess what? We have this is gonna be a no, okay, because it broke below the green line and the blue line as well. Now there's also a retest entry, okay? You are actually entering on a retest, but I'm not gonna, this one is too much, okay? So you just want your strategy to be very simple and easy compared to trying to make it complicated, having too much rules, and doing a lot. But if you are trying to enter on a re-entry, you must make sure that your candlestick must appear below the green line. Like the first candlestick right here, like right here, it should be below the green line, but this setup is not for me. I don't like taking this setup. Okay, and for this strategy, I don't like it. I don't want it for you guys. So I need something that is simple and accurate, and you guys already know what I bring to this channel. It's always bangers. It's always things that works and things that are accurate. So that is it. Now let me I want to do something. The second pattern, I haven't traded, or I haven't shown you guys any trade on that. Let me look for a setup for you guys. So this is another setup though, but it's not good. The reason is because there is a rule for the weak rejection as well. Okay, the weak rejection, the next candle after the weak rejection should be the blue candle. So let's say in this case we have this blue candle right here, right? Then the next candle should not be red. Okay, and also the second rule is it should not break below the body. I'm using this as the rule because this is the perfect setup for it. Now I'll show you guys another example for this as well, so you guys can know. Okay, now remember, all these events, this setup should happen before the green line and before the blue line. In fact, the green line to be exact, because this is the first line. Okay, let me just show you guys another example. Let me look for another example. Let me look for another example. I don't know anywhere. I hope I see. Don't know. I'm looking for a setup. Okay, so this stuff, sometimes you might not see a setup, but of course when you do, you get the results. Okay, I haven't seen yet. The weak rejection is it's less common compared to the other one, but this is a very perfect time for us. Okay, so as you guys can see, this was it. So remember to mark the candlestick from the highest point to the lowest point right here, which is this week. Okay, look at our candlestick of analysis. This is the candle analysis we are working with, right? So this is the highest point, which is this one, and this is the lowest point, which is this one. Remember, the candlestick wick must close below the previous candle without the body closing above this red candle here. Okay, the red candle should be this candle should be inside the red candle. So it's an inside bar candlestick with a weak rejection below the previous candle or above the previous candle. If it's a sell, it should be above. If it's a buy, it should be below, right? And guess what? The candlestick did not break. Remember, the break should be the body. Okay, that's something you need to know. The break should be the body. And look at this, the body, it's still intact, so meaning would have taken this trade, put our stop loss right below here and target the highest point. You can also decide, remember, to go aggressive. The moment you see this candlestick, you can buy and put your stop loss right below and see if the market reacts fast to your direction. All right, so this is simple. This is something that you should just put in mind. Let's go to our previous the entire trade that we had, this particular entry we're talking about initially. So you see, I don't like it. I don't like taking trades here because the market has done its move, right? So it can decide to keep going up, it can also decide to keep going down, but I don't like taking re-entries using this setup. Instead, just wait for the market to give you the initial move, and then you can move with the market trend. Okay, remember, always go with your general analysis and couple this with your indicator analysis. It will make more sense using this strategy. But for the beginners out there, very, very simple, something to follow, easy to follow, very, very simple. So you look at this, we don't have any setup here. Okay, we don't have any setup here. So if this candlestick close bearish and it's an engulfing candlestick, you can enter. But remember, this is it's a retest, a re-entry zone. So if you enter, mind your stop loss, mind your risk, and make sure you have that in mind, as always, every single time. Okay, so if you find value in this video, do it to like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on the bell notification so that whenever I release a new video, you guys are gonna get notified. And also, for those of you that have not joined the inner circle, do it to join. Use the link in my video description to contact and reach out to me on a personal level and grow and become the best trader you can be. All right, guys, I love you guys. Stay safe. It's your boy Zamba, Lion FS Gang, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.
Custom on the beat.